everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 683 for this beautiful Wednesday evening. We're going to have Discord Wednesday. That means Brandy's going to be answering all the questions. Well, maybe not all the questions, but there's a lot. I set out the bat signal to all the people on the Discord. I'm all, yo, we need some questions. And boy, did you guys answer. Like Batman. I was like Commissioner Gordon. You guys were like Batman. You just came in.
I'll be
crazy.
I'll be busy tomorrow.
Like the Oracle. I don't know how many Batman references I can fit, but I'll sure try. All right, everybody. Well, so Brandy's going to go through that Discord in just a bit, and she's going to start answering some of those questions that were so nicely posted.
Yeah, I appreciate it, actually.
Put up there. Brandy went through it briefly, but really didn't go through them because we want to be live with this, unscripted. We like to answer these things just like you guys get to see them. Fresh, unannounced, abrupt.
What the heck?
Punched in the face with them. I mean, just feels like it, though. Let's be honest. Some of these questions, it feels like a punch in the face. You're like, whoa, I thought we were friends.
Yes, right.
But anyways, so we're going to go through those questions a little bit later. And of course, we're going to break them down Kona style. You might get some Kona math. You might get some techniques in there. I don't know. We'll just go through them.
Let's figure it out.
And then you get to see all the benefits of using that Discord. That Discord is going to be your lifeline to us.
Yes.
Because next week's going to be different. So I'm just saying, get on that Discord. It's going to be where you're going to be able to be connected with us.
Yes.
So, and plus all the time anyway.
Yes.
We created this community so that way, not only do you guys just get content and stuff like that, but you get support, you get a community. Sometimes when you're going through this stuff and this journey, you feel like you're all alone on an island. You know what I mean? All your friends, your family are off doing
not this,
right? They could be pulling weeds in the front yard and it seems funner.
Like,
wow, I wish I could pull those weeds.
Can I just touch the leaf?
Right. So it's cool to have like a community that you're tapped into. So you're like, you know what, so and so in Alabama's feeling the same way, or in Hawaii, someone's missing all that Hawaiian island fun and they're on here. So there you go. So and you can take it anywhere. So
Yes.
And you got your community, your study buddies in your hall, everywhere you go, and plus you can look up stuff and the Kona way.
Exactly.
So you'll enjoy all that great stuff over there as soon as you get on there. And if you're already on there, keep posting, guys. Communicate with each other. That's how the community grows.
It's true.
Brandy and I were just it's just been a blessing to see all the friends that have been made over there. We have people that joined the community like 2 years ago, and now they're going to each other's weddings and they're in each other's lives in different states, and they're going to plays together. They're helping each other out with different opportunities and dreams. It's amazing. And I wish I was exaggerating this, but it's actually fact. I just can't put people's names out there and their stories, but trust me, it's happening.
It's crazy.
And it's cool when you see something positive that you created, and there's so much negative, and then you just see people running away with the community and making, just having a positive impact. It's really good. So thanks to all the people that participate and just make it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just wanted to say a quick in the news kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was scrolling through the news thing, and oh wait, I should do my introduction first, huh?
You should.
If you're brand new, my name is Andy. I'm the guy that runs the back office over at KonaButterflyz. I do all the Instagramming, all that stuff. But you're not here for the hostess of the mostest. No, you're not here for me. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all those things you need to know. So that way you too can go to that Easter egg hunt and proudly staple your pass notice next to your Easter basket.
Yes,
I don't know.
I would. I'd put my business
Hey,
cards.
it's a nice icebreaker.
I think.
Why do you have that on your Easter basket? Well, I'm glad
Let
you
me tell you.
do you got time next Saturday or this Monday? What do you got? 9 o'clock work?
Here's my Calendly.
I got Wednesday open at 5 p.m. Does that work for you?
Right.
We'll talk all about this thing.
Yes.
So anyways, back to it. So I was in the news and I saw Lindsay Lohan, Soulja Boy, a porn star, and a couple athletes.
Yeah. Neo.
And I'm like, why are all these people being connected in one story?
Seems weird.
And then mostly, why is Andy bringing up porn stars and old actresses and actors onto this Studying Brew thing? I thought this was about securities.
Jits.
En contraire, mon frere, that is, in fact, it is securities related because the SEC slapped down, put a smackdown on all these people. That's what they have in common. Little Kim Kardashian's got to go to the bank. No, she doesn't.
Actually, that was last year, and that was $1 million trip to the
Yeah. So they were like, see what we did to Kim? Well, you're all getting some too. What did they do, Brandy?
Well, let's see, guys. So what they started doing was they started influencing the purchases of certain cryptocurrencies. And they're even down to their language, guys. They just took whatever the guy said to say and they put that on their social media. They failed to disclose that they actually got paid for that and how much they got paid for that post. I think it said that Lindsay Lohan got paid, dude, 10 grand. Like $10,000 just to post a dorky picture, then saying, hey, and literally copy and paste a message. Literally, that's it. But that 10,000 ended up costing her like 400,000. But guys, this is not the first, nor will it be the last. We heard that Kim Kardashian and somebody else, I can't remember, last year got busted for the FTX, putting that on their social media.
I think Tom Brady was even involved in that one. And J-Lo.
We've got Tom Brady. We've got
J-Lo.
It's like another list of celebrities that they're investigating right now to make sure. But guys, look, I've said it once and I'll say it again.
It's in our studying. What are you supposed to disclose?
Everything.
No,
I'm just kidding.
What are you supposed to disclose when you do a commercial?
You are supposed to disclose that this is a paid advertisement and that you got and how much you got paid when it involves securities. And guys, look, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I will say it until I'm blue in the face. Don't get your advice from people on social media.
Right. So the bottom line is, if you're famous, you're an influencer, it might be you. I don't know who I'm talking to sometimes. Make sure that you say that and disclose that you got paid for this advertisement.
Yes.
Because you don't want that Super Bowl advertisement to come back and get you. And the next thing you know, you owe more than you got paid.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Basically, guys, disclose. When it comes to securities, and yes, you guys are going to say, well, I thought cryptocurrency wasn't a security. That is true. Cryptocurrencies are not technically securities, but the SEC does have certain oversights when it comes to, market manipulation, perhaps. And so, it's just got to be disclosed. That's it. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know how many people actually look through all of those hashtags anyways. So it's not like you have to be all like, I got paid to post this. I think by now in 2023, if there is an influencer out there with a brand, I'm sure they're getting paid for that. And so it's no surprise anymore. And you can bury it in the middle of all the hashtags, paid advertisement, and then the amount. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal anymore. So anyways, guys, so you guys are going to start seeing more and more and more the SEC just cracking down on influencers influencing the purchases of not securities, but securities related products.
Yeah, because what is it? The Series 63, we talk about it, or all of them, right? Compliance.
Oh, interesting. We talk about it in every single one. Tomorrow on the Series 6, guess what we're talking about? Communication. Guess what's included in communication? Disclosures.
So tomorrow in those live sessions for the members, Series 6, we're going to go over communication.
That's right.
So this is covered.
Yep.
I think the problem is a lot of people, and especially in the crypto world, they thought they were just, invincible to all these SEC rules because, we're not investments. We're a currency. Well, turns out.
Oh, man.
We'll see. Might go to court, but we'll find out, right?
Well, a lot of those celebrities said, here you go.
Yeah, they just pay it. It wasn't that significant, I don't think.
No.
Come on, Kim Kardashian, $1 million.
Yeah.
I'm sure she posted something on Instagram and made that. Right? I think that's how it works for her.
I did 4 posts.
Yeah, exactly. So, we should only be so blessed, right? All right. Well, that was it. I saw that, and it caught my attention. And I know that we're going over communications tomorrow. And by the way, if you want to join in all the live session fun, yeah,
it is
for all
fun.
the members,
exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna have some great stuff tomorrow for the SIE and the Series 6. One of them was communications, and then tomorrow for the SIE, I'll get into it, but it's long, shorts, calls, bulls, bears, all of that stuff. Yes. So it's going to be a good one from Tuesday. It's a repeat from Tuesday. But if you want to join in those live sessions, guys, the live sessions work like this. Our members are on the Discord. They post up what they're having struggles with. They ask us, they request it. And that's what we do in those live sessions. We go over the topics they want.
Yep.
They are the DJ over here. We just play their hits. And that's how that goes. The request line's open. And that's how that works. And then, but for content, if you want to really follow content and a plan to get this thing done in 21 days, guys, we have that too. We have our own content, our own. That means you're not using stuff like Kaplan or Solomon or any of their course material, right? You're using our content. It's original. It's our own. We follow FINRA. We follow NSA and NASA guidelines, not NASA the spaceship, but NASA, an extra A on that one.
Yep.
And that's what we follow, and that's what you go to. So that's exactly how we get this thing done. Mm-hmm. And so if you want to be a member, you can go ahead and join up on that. How do you do it? You get on to our link tree, you scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat, and then you just watch that orientation replay. It's there. And also we have the Kona community, like I was just talking about. We're going to be all into that Discord, and you guys are going to be able to see that. But we also have our study guides that are available for everyone. For the SIE, the 6 and the 63, don't need to be members for that. It just pinpoints, streamlines the material, and a nice, like someone said it perfectly. They're like, it's like Cliff Notes.
Yeah, but
it's Cliff Notes.
Yeah, useful.
Cliff Notes. That's how I do it. It's like a nice, what it's called, a study guide. There you go. So yeah, anybody can get on that. And 866-8KONA, 866-439-5662. That's where you join us. That's where you give me a phone call. Can't join us. Give me a phone call. Send me a text. Leave a voicemail, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Brandy is on the Discord, and you can get her over there with those questions you need. Real quick reminder, we do have live sessions tomorrow. I went into it. It's Series 6. We got communications. That starts at 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. And then SIE. We got the longs, the shorts, the bulls and the bears and the calls and all that stuff. Guys, you don't want to miss that one. We got a nifty old table that we go over that we created ourselves, that it helps explain all that goodness that's going on in there. It is probably one of the ones that people always say they get confused and messed up on and fall around all over the floor and scream to whoever they scream to. Why me? Right. So tomorrow it starts at Series 6, 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central. I think I already went over that.
Yeah.
1 p.m. in the East. And then SIE is 1 p.m. in Hawaii, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. in the East. Arizona time, you are on Pacific time. Woo-hoo. So remember that. Arizonians, you are in Pacific time.
That's right.
All right. We got Test Taking Techniques exam workshop. That's right. Saturday morning, free. This same exact Zoom code. This one. This one. What one? This one.
This one.
That's the one that we're on right now. And it's going to go over those techniques that we show on Tuesdays and Thursdays and all in our live sessions. It's the basics. It's the, how do I understand what you guys are talking about with these techniques? It's the bare bones, down to the basics.
That's true.
It doesn't matter if you're studying for securities, life, MLO. We're going to have it all.
Yep.
And one of our students, by the way, Caroline.
Yeah.
Did I relay this message to you? I don't know what I relay sometimes. But Carolyn, she passed her 63 and her Series 6 with us.
Yes. And got her bachelor's.
And got her bachelor's all at the same time.
Yes.
Passed one of the exams and got her bachelor's in the same week.
Yep.
But had to get her life license this week.
Yes.
Because she's not in Primerica, folks. She's in another firm, and they do it that way.
Yeah.
But anyways, we told her, because she's like, how much should I study for this life license? We're all like, dude, you probably could pass it with test taking techniques and study nothing.
Yes.
How'd I known that she was that coachable? She actually studied 0 for the life exam. 0. Yes. Went in there and just used the techniques that she used to pass the securities exams and just aced it.
There you go. There you go.
Said all I needed was your techniques. It was good. So if you want to learn some of that skill set and you want to be like that true Jedi and master this stuff, guys, it all starts with the basics. So that tomorrow on Saturday morning, be there. No replays. I do not record it. I do not distribute it. You just have to be there, because if I have to get up that early in the morning, well, so do you.
Yep.
I'm not recording it so you could sleep in. No. And of course, the East Coast is like, finally, a time that I can deal with. Yeah, they're like, no sweat here.
That's right.
8 a.m. in Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. in the East Coast. And it's about 30 minutes. I put 45 just in case, but really it's about 30 to 35. No cameras needed.
Nope.
So if you have your morning face, don't worry about it. You got plenty of time to get it going, and you can keep that camera off.
Yep.
That's right. We encourage you to keep that camera off.
That's right.
No need.
Or cameras, I should probably say not required.
Not required. I know there's a lot of people with Zooms and Teams that meet, and they're like, yes, must have the camera on. I'm the opposite. I'm like, no.
Oh, man. It's
no.
fine.
Drink your coffee, take your notes in your PJs, get your makeup on while you do it. It's all good.
It's fine.
Keep the camera off.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You ready to get after this thing?
Let's do it.
Our lights.
My bad. Sorry, my bad. Question of the day.
Let's get after it.
But we actually have multiple questions of the day.
Brandy's got the Discord.
That's right. Ooh, look at that. Boom. Like 4 more just popped up. Okay,
Wow.
guys. All right. So I decided that I'm going to kind of just kind of pick some random ones out, right? So we're going to start with the SIE, and we're just going to start with this question. So interesting that this question we're breaking down in the SIE, because we broke this question down in the 26. Wait, are you saying that there's duplicate information throughout these exams? Yes, I'm actually saying that. So a couple of things about this question is there's 2 pieces of content that you actually needed to know to answer this question the correct way. And that is this. One is that you have that when you go on military duty, see, I told you that I had already seen this question. When you go on active military duty, what happens is you get everything about your license is paused. Your registration is paused. Any requirements due during that time is paused until you get home. So it's paused, right? So your registration is paused. And then when you get back, you have 90 days to complete everything, right? So if anything came up due while you were gone, you've got 90 days to make it all correct, right? And I'm just going to show you, tell you guys, here is the biggest way I remembered that is because when we get our exam windows, like a lot of you might have your SIE window already open, or you have your 6, whatever. We have those exam windows open for 120 days. And so I kept thinking, man, we get exam windows for 120 days, but when you get back from the military, you only have 90 days. You see, guys, how I related that and I remembered that. But here's the thing about this particular question. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. One more other little piece of information. When you leave a firm, okay, when you
say goodbye,
when you do your U5 goodbye, you have 2 years to establish your registration at a new firm or at whatever. You have 2 years to establish your registration at a firm after you leave one. If you go any longer to the day of those 2 years, guess what? You have to retake your exams. So you have 2 years, or you have to retake your exams. Yep. So that means if you didn't take your SIE back in the day, you're going to have to retake those exams now. So be on the lookout. So 2 unrelated pieces of information in this particular question. So let's break it down, right? So I've got Joe Strong was associated with the broker dealer, and he was laid off in January 2021. Okay. But then he decided to volunteer for the U.S. Armed Forces, and that was on February 2021. So it's like kind of like back to back, like right afterwards, right? He ended his service in February 2022. Assuming Joe was placed on inactive status as a representative during the military time, when will Joe's registration qualifications lapse? Okay, so you guys remember the 90 days. You remember everything gets paused, and that we have 2 years. So we have from 2022 when he comes back, right? So then I have until 2024. So you're out and you're out. Okay. So then I have January or I have April. Well, I'm going to count from January and I'm going to go January, February, March, April. That's my 90 days. So I'm going to lapse at the end of April. Okay. I know that was a little complex, but it combined 2 topics.
2 for the price of 1.
Exactly. And this is it probably won't be that detailed in your exams, except for maybe until you get to the 26. The 26 is when they start kind of combining some content.
Yeah. And someone saw that in this SIE.
Yeah, that was an SIE quiz question, but we saw it today in the 26 too.
Yeah, by the way, it's not uncommon to see 26 stuff in your SIE material and that's why we at KonaButterflyz can let you guys have access to all those live sessions, because the 26, the 63, the 65, the Series 7, the Series 6, all of those exams are on the SIE.
Yep.
They put questions from all of those exams
exactly
in your exam on the SIE.
Exactly. So this person in their comment when they posted this question, they said, I did the math and I came out to 10,260. What did I miss? So let's go through. What did this person miss? And guys, that's the game that you play when you get your answers back. You guys should always say, what did I miss? That is how you utilize your quizzes to the max. What did I miss? Okay. So we're going to look at it. So I've got Matilda. She's 38 and I see the word annuity. Guys, age matters when it comes to anything tax deferred. Age super matters, right? So remember that if you're younger or less than 59 and a half, you're going to get a 10% penalty. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get taxed. Okay. So she wishes to take a loan for $15,000. First of all, they don't do loans. So this is actually becomes taxable. The annuity is currently in the accumulation phase and the total amount of the loan taken from her earnings. If Matilda's tax rate is 24% and she does not pay a surrender charge on her loan, how much money will she actually receive? So this is the crazy thing about this particular question. This question,
there's no loans.
Yes, this question is assuming that
there's no such thing as loans.
There's no loans and annuities. But if you look at our numbers, you could see that she is going to be taxed, right? Well, actually, I guess if you guys see C, I guess that's not taxed, right? But there are no loans and annuities, so we get taxed. No loans. That means these are taxable. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 15,000 and we're going to multiply it times that 24%. And thankfully, this person already did the math for us. That is 10,260. Okay. So that's how much we're going to get. Okay. But wait, it's lower than that, because the main thing that was forgotten was because this person is only 38, she's going to get that 10% penalty as well. So I'm going to get 10% penalty on all 15,000. Roughly speaking, that's what, 1,500?
Yeah.
That's where we get the 9,900. So we're actually pretty much taking out a third of it. Crazy.
They really see, guys, I know that it probably won't be this complex on the exam, but you know what? The confusion will.
Yes, absolutely.
The confusion will. And you're going to be like, I didn't know we went over that. You did. It just didn't put it all together. There's no loans in there.
Exactly. There's no loans. It's taxable. And she's under the age of 59.
It's a tricky one, but you got to make sure that you catch those pitfalls there.
Exactly.
That is the name of the game.
Exactly.
By the way, those are Solomon questions, not from Kaplan. Solomon is a little bit more extreme on their Q banks.
Yeah, we're gonna go over a Kaplan question next. All right. Ooh. All right. That's a lot of words, but I think a lot of words are good practice. Okay. Because sometimes we are so used to seeing really short questions that we don't see enough long questions, and we get to the exam and we're like, whoa,
We're winded.
that's a lot of words.
We're overwhelmed.
Yes.
That's the word.
Overwhelmed. Yes. Okay, let me answer the chat real quick, just to go back to that. Miriam says she did 15,000 minus 24,000 minus 10,000. The reason why that's wrong is because it's 15,000 minus 24% and 15,000 minus 10%. So it's not, so you got to take the 24, you got to take your taxes out of the whole amount and the penalty out of the whole amount. That's why. It's called, what's it called in math? Orders of operation.
Orders of operations.
Yeah. So that's
something about Aunt Sally.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Never forget that one. All right. So I look at my answer choices and I got unethical, ethical, unethical, ethical. Very like common format, especially when you get to the 63. You get two that are like yes and two that are wrong, but then we have these answers, right? And then the answer says unethical because Alyssa is not appropriately licensed to sell, ethical because it's a reasonable referral fee, unethical because he is not splitting the commission 50-50, and ethical because Alyssa also works for Stan's broker dealer. Fun fact about securities, guys, you have to be registered to be paid for securities business.
What? You got to be in the game.
Must.
You got to be a player in the game. You got to pass these licenses, right? Right? That's why we're all here, right? Because we want to get paid, right?
Exactly. So there is no such thing as referral fees in securities. So
sorry, son.
Not in securities. Okay, so let's find out what's happening. Okay.
I think it's even illegal, isn't it?
It's strongly prohibited.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So Stan is an agent looking. So Stan is the agent looking to expand his client base. Stan asked one of his broker dealer firm administrative assistants, Alyssa, to help him bring in more clients by referring all her friends with investment needs to him. In exchange for the referrals, that's a flag right there. Because that means this person's probably going to be compensated either directly or indirectly.
Movie tickets.
Exactly. For the referral, Stan offers to split any commissions he receives 80-20.
Oh.
That's okay if Alyssa was licensed.
But it doesn't say that.
No, Alyssa doesn't have many friends looking to invest, but agrees to help. Stan's commission splitting arrangement with Alyssa is unethical because she is not licensed to sell. Guys, I hate to say this, and I don't mean anything bad by this, but she's just an administrative assistant. Administrative assistants don't have to register.
More importantly, that the thing that people they obviously don't pay attention on Mondays.
No.
On Kona keywords, because this is where they messed up.
Right.
Look, anywhere in there, does it say that she's licensed?
No.
That's where you missed it.
Exactly.
You have to make sure that you look for the little traps. That was the trap.
The little things.
It is the little things.
It is. We did that in the 26. I want to get to a Kaplan question.
All right.
I mean, only because I did that in the 26 earlier today. So, let's see here.
I know we got some in the SIA for sure.
Yeah, this is an SIE one. All right. So, remember I tell you guys, just as long as I can see the screen, that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
I could see the screen. So I got immediately with no volume restrictions. So I got immediately no volume. I got only Mona.
There's no way to zoom in on this,
huh? No, this is as far as I can go. Well,
okay.
I can go a little bit further. Only after leaving, immediately subject to Rule 144 volume, under Rule 144 only. See, we don't typically like Monas. Must, only, never, and always. So when I see this, I see immediately. When I see A and C, I go immediately. That means there's no hold, right?
It means now.
Exactly. There's no hold. And then it says no volume restrictions means there's no affiliation, right? That's AFF.
There's nothing holding us back.
Right. And then C says subject to volume limits. That means there is some sort of affiliation.
You're like a kid walking at Disney with a leash on you with a monkey backpack.
Wow. Man, that was. All right. After an officer of a publicly, okay, so we got an officer. That means this person is probably affiliated of a public company buys 1,000 shares of the company's registered stock in the open market. That means open market means there's no hold. There's no restrictions there. They bought it just like me and you can buy it. That's it. Regarding the sale of these shares, well, we already said there's no hold, so that's why A and C are good answers. But because they're an officer, that means they're affiliated. That means the answer is C.
They're an officer. They have limitations. You know that when you got a job, there's only certain things you're allowed to do.
That's right.
You're limited.
You're limited.
Can't do everything.
Exactly.
It's like that friend at Taco Bell refuses to hook you up with the slushie. Why? I'm limited, man.
I'm limited.
Look at me.
Let's do this last one. Right. Let's do this last one. All right. So, because I can zoom in on this one. Okay. So the question says, the answer, sorry, nothing. It does not change. The coupon rate moves in opposite directions. So I'm going to go like this in opposite directions. The movement depends on the duration of the bond, and the coupon rate moves in the same direction. Now, one would say that B and D are opposite of each other, right?
What's a coupon bond?
Oh, that's funny. You should ask.
What is it? I feel like sometimes we miss these because we miss like the basic stuff. Like, what's a coupon?
So the coupon is the interest rate, or what we call the stated rates, or maybe even the fixed rate of the bonds. So this is the one where, let's say you buy a 5% 40-year bonds. It's the 5%.
Got it.
Okay. So it's the interest rate of the bond. That's what it's going to pay. It's going to pay 5% for the next 40 years, every year for 40 years. Okay.
It's the number in the triangle when you're doing the seesaw.
Yes. Thank you. It is the number in the triangle. Why does it go into the triangle on the seesaw?
Because everything goes off of that?
Yes, because it doesn't
It's
change.
the fulcrum. That's a physics.
Yeah,
reference right there, isn't it?
Look at you.
Look at that.
It is.
There's some teachers on here. Are you impressed?
I'm impressed. It doesn't change. Think about this, guys. Does your loan interest rate change? I bought a 40-year mortgage on my house. Does my interest rate change? No, not unless I refinance. And when I refinance, that means I get a new loan and I pay off the old loan. So that's not a change.
It is the number in which everything is balanced by, or everything it depends on.
Or the coupon is trapped inside the triangle. I love that. I'm going to use that from now on.
There you go.
It's trapped in there. Can't get out. Right? So that being said, let's look at the question.
Yes.
When interest rates in the marketplace move up, like they are right now, what happens to the coupon in the existing bond? It's trapped into that triangle.
There's the answer.
Move.
Nothing.
It's trapped. So remember that, guys. Your interest rates don't change. The interest rates of existing bonds don't change. The Fed can change the interest rates all they want.
But you're locked in.
I'm locked into that triangle right there.
It's like if you bought the house, right? Let's say you did a loan on a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw people that were buying houses before the interest rates went up so they could lock in that 4% before it went to a crazy 7 to 8.
Lock in.
I'm locked.
Locked in.
You guys might raise it up now.
Right.
Too late. I'm already in my 4.
That's right.
Too late.
Too late.
Suckers.
Got locked in for 40 years.
Should have got me earlier.
That's right.
Just ducking and weaving. But that's perfect. Locked in the triangle. I love it.
I like it. It's trapped.
There you go. Hey, that's what we do here. Sometimes I know it's crazy. You hear us explain this stuff in a much different way than most people, because it's the crazy that you remember.
Yes.
It's the way it's related to you. You remember that on exam day, guys. You're not going to remember some boring LEM definition of a coupon bond. Are you kidding me? You probably barely got through the sentence of the explanation before you passed out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're like reading that 5 times. You're like, gosh, if anybody put NyQuil in words, it's this. You know what I mean? It is not. Do you know what's to go to sleep better medicine? It ain't NyQuil. It's a good old LEM somewhere.
Read that LEM.
Put you right to sleep like a baby.
That's right.
Anyways, all right, everybody. Thank you for being here. We'll have those live sessions happening. And don't worry, if Brandy did not get to your questions tonight on the Discord, she told me that she was going to go work on that Discord and get some of those questions answered.
I did, actually. I did.
I only say some because you know why?
Why?
It has to be a reasonable thing to say. And then securities, you got to be reasonable.
That's right. I like that.
Got to be reasonable. All right, everybody. We'll have live sessions, communications tomorrow in the Series 6. We're going to go over in the SIE, the longs, the puts, longs, longs, shorts, bulls, and bears. There we go. I got it. Longs, shorts, bulls, bears. Oh my.
Yes.
That's what we're going over tomorrow. We got a table that goes over it.
Yep.
That is with your March member code. Not this one, but the member one.
Yep.
The one you paid for.
Yep.
The one that hit your email.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock.
Woo-hoo.
Well, when this started.
Yes.
There you go. That's the code you use.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Series 6 for the Studying Brew. And we're going to have 6 questions, 6 exams.
Yeah.
All answered with test taking techniques tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we hope to see you there. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there. Make sure to wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you guys for being on. We super appreciate it. Don't forget to do the why wrong on your quiz. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one.